Guys, parents, I want you to make sure that you really pay attention today, because this is not just about fun and games here at Kidstuf, although mostly it's about fun and games here at Kidstuf. But we want you to make sure that you're paying attention so that you can learn what your kids are doing each week, and so that you can keep that practicing going on at home. Because we believe it or not, that what happens at home is far more important than what happens here at church. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and reveal what we're going to be practicing this month. Are you guys ready? You guys ready? I can't hear anybody. Are you ready? Yeah! Alright, on the count of three, I want you to start drumming on your legs. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Hope is believing that something good can come out of something bad. That is great, guys. Now, just the parents in the room, say it with me. Ready? Hope is believing that something good can come out of something bad. That was excellent, parents. You guys are doing fantastic. Bryce, what are you?
Chad, are you in here?
Yes, I'm Bryce. Right here.
I can't control this thing.
What is that?
No talking, just driving. Man, careful, Chad. Don't you know how dangerous it is getting people's way when they're driving?
Bryce. So you're driving?
Practicing for my driving test.
Wait a minute. I thought you had your license already.
So did the police officer who pulled me over. He was like, license and registration. I was like, whatever you're selling, I'm happy to donate. Then he gave me a ticket.
Bryce, you were driving without a license?
I know it's bad, but honestly, I didn't know you had to have one. But don't worry, something good has come out of all this. Right? Yeah. I'm practicing. Did you get my driving test? I'm practicing with my virtual reality driver simulator.
Really, what is it?
Mario Kart 4D.
Mario Kart 4D. Bryce, people don't use that to practice and drive.
Sorry, Chad, I can't talk now. I have to practice my parallel parking.
Bryce, no, stop. This is not going to help you to learn how to drive. Really, it's not.
Sure it will.
No, Bryce, I'm sure that this will not help you to drive. You know, I think that we need to maybe go down to the DMV.
Ooh, the movies!
No, the DMV, the Department of Motor Vehicles, so that we can get you the right study material that will help you practice to learn how to drive. And I'll even help you to do it so you do it properly.
All right, that sounds good. Thanks, man.
Yeah, I'm just trying to look out for the other people that are on the road. So while we're doing that, while I'm helping you, why don't we find out what's going on in the clubhouse?
Can I drive?
I don't know, can you?
Sure.
Legally?
No.
Let's go.
Time for more Zoo Surprise!
But he kept saying it over and over, Zeke.
Sam, Coach Jenkins wasn't really going to kill two birds with one stone. It's a saying. Wait, do you smell something?
No, but I did just feel a little woozy.
Hey, dude!
Benny, what are you doing?
What does it look like I'm doing?
It looks like you're cooking.
Ah, exactamundo. Hey, how about coming over here and taking a little whiff of this and see if it smells anything good to you? I think I lost my smell about an hour ago.
Wait, don't!
Oh. Whoa! I guess not.
What happened? Where? Oh, Benny, you're cooking?
Yes.
No, Benny, he means you shouldn't be second. Did you say for the homeless shelter?
Yes, I signed up to take food to the homeless shelter to give them a little bit of hope in the form of the zoo surprise.
Why aren't there any labels on those cans?
Well, I took them off because at our school, every time we bring the label in, they would donate $1 to the food shelter. Ain't that cool?
Yes, very cool. But how do you know what's even in the cans for the zoo surprise if you already took the labels off?
I don't know. That's what makes it the zoo surprise.
How do you even know the food in these cans isn't spoiled or that it's even food?
Well, that's a good question. But smell this. Doesn't it just smell amazing?
No!
Oh, come on. Just give it a little try. Whoa! Maybe it's not edible. What am I going to do? I need to find some help. Somebody's got to help me with this.
Sam, wake up!
Oh, Vinny's gone. He must have taken the soup to the shelter. We gotta stop him. That isn't going to bring anyone any hope.
It'll bring them irritable bowel syndrome. Let's try and catch him.
At least he's not taking this fruitcake. Sorry.
Well, good morning, everybody. How are you this morning? Everybody. Are we gonna try that again? Okay. Good morning. How are you all this morning? Oh my goodness, that is so much better. If this is the first time that you're joining us, my name is Miss Jen, and this is my favorite part of Kidstuf because this is the Word. And do you remember what we do during this part of Kidstuf? Wait, what? Yeah, we do. We read from the Bible, right? We dig down into the Word to find out what God has to say about this month's virtue. So will you go over, do you remember what the virtue is? Let's do that one more time. Let's say the virtue together, okay? Ready? Hope is believing that something good can come out of something bad. Yeah, hope. Hope is such a powerful thing. And today, I am going to tell you a story from the Bible that talks about hope and the kind of hope that we can have. Now, this Bible story comes from John, and in this Bible story, it starts out with Jesus having heard that one of his really, really good friends is sick. So let me find that. Oh, Reginald. No.
Yes. Friends, enemies, theater critics, it is our Reginald, the greatest one-man Bible story reenactor and part-time dung shoveler at the Columbus Zoo. And I am here today to surprise you, feed you, and move you into action
Yes.
with my performance thusly. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Right. I heard you say that before, but I was just getting ready to read this really, really powerful story to these kids. And it was a really great story.
We wouldn't want to spoil the surprise ending, would we?
No. We wouldn't want to ruin the surprise, but let me see it. Is this what I hear you say? Is there any chance that I can just read the story and you won't do the acting?
No.
Okay. Well, let's do this then.
Yes, let's. I like to call the story. One moment. surely he stinketh.
Surely he stinketh.
He stinketh and don't call me sure.
Great. Great. I suppose, am I just reading the story as usual and you're going to act out every part?
Tis true! Yes, and I should prepare for the performance nicely!
Well, let's just see what happens here. If anything, it will be memorable.
Did somebody say bad? You may commence with the reading.
All right. Here we go, kids. In the town of Bethany, there was a man named Lazarus.
Oh, Lazarus! And I feel so alive!
Lazarus was very ill.
I'm Lazarus.
Okay. Now, Lazarus was good friends with Jesus. So, when Lazarus became ill, his sisters, Mary,
Hello.
and Martha,
I didn't catch this with his long sleeves. It's quite... Was I only read just a moment ago? Well, never been to. Hello. What's better if they're back to back?
right. Mary and Martha sent a message to Jesus that said,
Jesus, your friend Lazarus is very sick. What she said?
Jesus received the message, but oddly, Jesus didn't arrive until 4 days after Lazarus.
Lazarus, yes. I'm Lazarus and I feel so alive.
After Lazarus had died.
I'm Lazarus and I feel so alive.
He died.
Yes, he's keep going. Read on, read on.
Thank you.
Gentle nudge of the foot.
Needless to say, when Jesus finally made it to Bethany, Lazarus' sisters were very upset. Both Martha and Mary ran to Jesus and told him that if he had come earlier, he could have saved Lazarus.
If you had been here earlier, my brother would not have died. What she said?
Jesus then asked to see where Lazarus was buried. Mary and Martha took him to the tomb, and in front of the tomb was a giant stone blocking the entrance. When Jesus saw the tomb, he cried.
Jenny must cry. Yes, you must cry. Yes.
Fake cry? I can't fake cry.
I shall help you then. Here, inhale deeply these freshly cut onions.
No, it's burning! It's still burning.
Still no tears. Okay, option 2 then. Hold still.
What are you doing?
Plucking a nose hair. Stop, hold still.
If you want to pluck a nose hair, no, I'm just reading a script.
Wow! What? Dusty.
Can we just continue with the pace?
Yes, Dusty. No, yes, no.
Thank you. Where was I? Let me see. Oh, yes. Upon seeing the tomb and Lazarus Sort of like you boys are in the front row because of that smell. Jesus cried. Then Jesus told the crowds to roll away the stone that sealed the tomb Lazarus was buried in. But some in the crowd protested, saying,
Lord, by this time they stinketh.
Book of John, chapter 11, verse 39, King James Version. Gospel.
Right. But Jesus had them remove the stone anyway. And as they did, Jesus prayed out loud to God the Father. And then he said, Lazarus, come out.
Patience.
Lazarus,
I'm shut out here.
come
I'm
out.
Lazarus and our feet so high.
And so Jesus showed us all that the power of God is greater than we can possibly imagine. And there's nothing he cannot handle. And there is nothing that he is not able to do. The end.
Thank you. Thank you. I hope you were all enjoyed that performance. Dusty, I shall exult. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I forgot to read that part where Jesus asked the people to help unwrap Lazarus. I guess I should have probably read that part of the script too. Well, you know, the thing is, as funny and as silly as Reginald made that story seem, there was really a powerful story, and three pretty amazing things happened in that story, right? The first thing was that Jesus cried. And by crying, he showed us that he understands what it feels like to be sad, and what it feels like to be hurt. And the second thing he did, remember the second thing that he did? He prayed, right? And by praying, he showed us that no matter what we're going through, God is there to listen to us, and he is always there for us. Now, the third thing he did, the really amazing thing he did, is that he called for Lazarus to come out of the tomb after he had been dead for 4 days. And Lazarus did it, right? And that showed us that he could have power over everything, even power over death. Now, you know what? God is not going to bring all of our loved ones back from the dead. And he probably is not going to fix every problem that we ask him to fix. But what we can know through this story and through knowing God is that we can have hope. Hope that whatever we're going through right now, if it's a tough time, it's just temporary. And when we have hope in God, we know that our circumstances will get better because God can do anything. So, will you pray with me? Will you just pray with me right here, right now? Dear God, thank you so much for giving us hope. Thank you for helping us to see that even in the midst of our temporary circumstances, when our circumstances seem bad, God, that we know we can pray to you and we can turn to you, and you will be there for us. Thank you, God, for loving us, and thank you for always listening to us when we talk to you. Amen.
Benny! Dude!
He's here.
Oh, dudes, don't worry. The soup is gone.
Oh, thank goodness you came to your senses and threw it out.
No, I didn't throw it out. I delivered it to the shelter.
What? Sam, we gotta get back down there and save those people!
Wait, it's okay. I fixed the zoo. Kidstuf, the one guy I knew who could fix anything, my dad.
Your dad? Does he know how to cook?
No, but he's an excellent mechanic. Yeah, he found a couple things laying around the shop, a little of this and a little of that, and it worked.
Worked?
Yeah, it worked. Folks at the shelter was grateful.
Vinny, soup doesn't work.
No, it's not soup anymore.
Some would say it never was.
Well, no matter. What I did, everything I tried just wouldn't work. It kept getting worse and worse. So I took it to the one guy I didn't fix, my dad. He discovered it was an excellent cleaning agent.
Cleaning agent?
Yes, he got some on his hands when he was working with it, and it cleaned the grease right off. So I took it to the shelter. They were so grateful because cleaning supply was so expensive.
Wow, how cool. And frightening.
Yeah,
But what about the food you were supposed to take?
no problem. My mom said if she can cook for 7 boys every day, we no problem cooking some food for a homeless shelter. She really rocks. And something good didn't come out of something bad. Sounds oddly familiar, huh?
So cool, Vinny.
Yeah, hey, it's dinner time down at the shelter right now. You guys want to go see if we can help the families out?
Excellent idea, Zeke. Let's go.
Wait a second, I'll bring this sponge. Help clean with.
Is that a new sponge?
Oh no, it's that old fruitcake.
It's time once again to join our 2 cowboys, Cactus Jack and his amiable sidekick, Alpaca. This week we find our 2 heroes facing tough times.
Excuse me, partner.
Cactus Jack, these sure are some tough times we're facing.
Yeah.
I'm real sorry about not tying up the horses last night. How did I know they'd run off and go to the shoe store? And now here we are, and we have to cross Death Valley with nothing but the clothes on our backs.
Yeah.
It's real hot too. I mean real hot. I mean, it's hotter than a salamander salsa dance on a waffle iron. And I'm real thirsty. I just keep thinking with all this sand, we may not be able to find any nice, clean, delicious water. You know, the kind of water that just runs over a mossy rock and it's just going to wash all that sand right out of your mouth.
Yeah.
Ain't you thirsty, Cactus Jack? Me too. I'm tired of walking. And I'm thirsty. I mean, I'm just real thirsty. I think I'm running out of spit, Cactus Jack. I just can't get any to come on out. I think I'm just going to stay down here for a while. You know, you just go on. Just leave me. I can't go any farther. It was my fault anyway. I didn't tie those horses up. I should have known they'd run off. They're going to run all night. They're going to run all day. Camp Town race is 5 miles long.
Well, you guys doing okay?
Cactus Jack, I'm delirious. I'm hearing voices. Mom? Mom, is that you?
Hi, I'm John. I was watching you guys walk out here, and it looks like you guys don't have a lot of supplies.
Yeah.
Is he all right?
Water! Water, so thirsty.
Oh, you guys are out of water. I've got plenty. Here you go.
Water. Sweet, sweet water. Oh.
Guess he was thirsty.
Mister, you just saved my whole entire life for a few more minutes. We are stuck out here with no horses.
Oh, well, I don't know what it's like. I do know what it's like to really be in a tough spot.
You have no idea. Why, we have been traveling across this desert, and our only map took off with our horses. And now we don't know how we are going to eat, or drink, or live. Oh, this day just keeps getting worse.
Is your friend having a problem?
Sure.
Well, maybe I can help. Not the problem so much as the attitude.
Aren't you the Apostle John?
Yes, I am.
You were friends with Jesus?
That's right. I still am. I remember one night we were all worried when said he would die. But he also said, let me make sure I get this straight. I have it written down. Here we go. Do not let your hearts be troubled. You believe in God, believe in me also. There are many rooms in my Father's house. If this were not true, would I have told you I am going there? Would I have told you that I would prepare a place for you there? If I go and do that, I will come back, and I will take you to be with me. Then you will also be where I am. You know the way to the place where I am going?
Now wait just an Albuquerque minute. I thought that you said that he was going to die.
That's right.
Then how in the name of Sam Houston could you know where and why he was going to die? I mean, dead is dead.
Yeah, he died, but he came back to life.
What are you saying there, Pilgrim? Dead people don't just get up and dance a jig.
No, he didn't dance, but he did do everything he promised. He promised he would make a place for us to live with him in heaven. And he promised that following him was the way to get there.
Friend Jesus made a lot of promises.
And I believe every single one.
You? Me too.
Well, I'm glad you two are as peaceful as a June bug on a peach pit, but if you haven't noticed, we're still stuck out in the desert and we have no water. We're out of water again. We're all gonna die. Is that a bird? Is that a buzzard up there? Oh, this thing just keeps getting worse.
You really think we're going to die out here?
No.
Good, but even if that were true, you know you could have peace if you trusted that God has everything in control.
But you were always carrying around a ticket that lets you live with Jesus forever, no matter how bad things get down here.
Oh, that reminds me. You guys may want this. I'm going the other way, but I have this left over. Nice meeting you two. Oh well, whatever happens, remember what Jesus promised.
Cactus Jack,
You?
what did that disciple fellow give you anyway?
Bus pass.
A bus pass? That's about as good as a stake in a busted claimed gold mine. There ain't no buses out here. I call a window seat.
Couldn't next time when we hear Al say,
You know, Cactus Jack, club soda does not remove the stain of buzzard doo-doo.
You know, it looked like Vinny had something bad on his hands. Wasn't quite sure what good was going to come from that concoction.
But lo and behold, something good did come out of it. And no one had to eat it.
Yeah, I guess today will help me remember that something good can come out of something